Scorpio, listen closely. Something is shifting deep within the universe, and it's heading straight toward you. Between June 12th and June 16th, an invisible portal opens, a spiritual doorway that doesn't just nudge you, it demands your full attention. This isn't a normal week. This is a soul checkpoint, a moment of reckoning. You are not just being tested, you are being exposed. The parts of you that you've hidden, even from yourself, are coming to the surface. The suppressed emotions, the secret fears, the unresolved pain you've tried to bury under strength and silence. It's all rising now, and Scorpio, you can't outrun this one. The universe doesn't want you to suffer, it wants you to transform. But here's the warning. If you ignore the signs that show up between June 12th and June 16th, if you pretend you're fine when your soul is screaming for attention, then you risk staying trapped in the same emotional loops and karmic patterns until 2033. That's not a threat. It's a wake-up call. Because this portal isn't just about pain, it's about power. If you have the courage to face what's coming, if you're willing to look into your own shadow without fear, then what's waiting on the other side is freedom, clarity, and rebirth. You've felt it, haven't you? The tension rising inside you, the strange dreams, the emotional triggers that feel oddly familiar. These aren't coincidences, they're divine alarms. This video isn't just a forecast, it's your soul's survival guide for the days ahead. So stay with me, Scorpio. Don't scroll away, don't brush this off, because this may just be the most important spiritual message you receive all year. And by the end of it, you'll know exactly what the universe is trying to show you, and what you must do before it's too late. Let's break down the energy that's coming your way, Scorpio, because this is not a random phase, it's a spiritual alignment with a purpose. Between June 12th and June 16th, the universe is setting the stage for a deep and powerful awakening. Here's what's happening in the sky, and more importantly, what it means for you. Pluto, your ruling planet, is in retrograde. That's not just an astrological footnote, it's a cosmic flashlight shining into the deepest corners of your soul. Pluto is the planet of death, rebirth, and transformation. When it goes backward, it pulls your energy inward. It digs up what you thought was long buried. Old wounds, unresolved trauma, shadow behaviours. Then comes Mars, the planet of action and fire, moving in a tense angle with your energy. That means your emotions might feel volatile. One moment you're calm, the next you're ready to explode. Don't fear this. It's not punishment, it's activation. And to top it off, a waning moon is sliding into your karmic sector, stripping away illusions and forcing you to confront the truth. Not just about others, but about yourself. The result? A perfect spiritual storm, but not one meant to destroy you, one meant to reveal you. Imagine the universe holding up a mirror, not to shame you, but to whisper, look closely. This is the part of you that still needs healing. Maybe it's your fear of being vulnerable. Maybe it's the control you try to hold on to when you feel unsafe. Maybe it's a past heartbreak you swore you moved on from, but still secretly hurts. Whatever it is, it's being brought to the surface between June 12th and June 16th, so you can finally face it, feel it, and free yourself from it. Scorpio, you are the sign of transformation. You don't just survive the fire, you rise from it reborn. And this energy, it's tailor-made for your soul's evolution, but only if you're willing to participate. You see, this isn't a passive moment. You don't just sit back and wait for healing to arrive. You meet the energy halfway. You choose to engage with your own shadow. You choose to see yourself clearly, even when it's uncomfortable. And that's where your true power lies, because your shadow, the part of you that's raw, emotional, reactive, is not your enemy. It's your teacher. And right now, Scorpio, class is in session. So open your heart, open your eyes, and prepare to embrace the revelations the universe is about to deliver. So, Scorpio, have you felt it lately? That quiet pull away from the noise? Away from conversations that drain you? away from the endless scrolling, the social gatherings, even the people you normally feel connected to. It might feel strange, almost like you're shutting down, but this isn't depression, it's spiritual detox. It's your soul whispering, "Come back to me, there's something you need to hear." This is sign Karmic 2, a magnetic urge toward isolation. From the outside, it might look like you're withdrawing or being antisocial, but the truth is, this is your sacred cocoon. You are not pulling away, you are being pulled inward. And Scorpio, there is wisdom waiting in that stillness. You've spent so much time absorbing the noise of others, the opinions, the expectations, the emotional chaos. But between June 12th and June 16th, that all changes, because the universe needs your full attention, and to get it, everything external begins to fade. This solitude is not punishment, it's purification. It's a return to your inner voice, the one you've been too busy or too afraid to hear. In that silence, your shadow begins to speak, but not to scare you. It says, this person you keep holding on to, they don't resonate with who you're becoming. You're performing, you're adapting, but you're not being fully you. The distractions have become a shield, and it's time to put it down. And when you do, that's when the real clarity comes. You start realizing what your heart truly wants. You remember what peace feels like. You reconnect with your intuition, and it becomes louder than fear. You don't have to explain it to anyone. You don't need permission to unplug. You simply need to honor the call, because this brief retreat from the world could become the biggest return to yourself. And Scorpio, you of all signs know, solitude isn't weakness. It's strength, it's spiritual surgery. You're shedding layers you've outgrown, layers that were never truly yours to begin with. Action tip: from June 12th to 16th, set aside at least 15 minutes a day. No phone, no music, no conversations, just you and your breath. Journal what comes up, sit in nature, gaze at the moon. Whatever draws you inward, follow it. Because in the quiet, your higher self is waiting, and once you hear its voice, you'll never mistake your worth again. Scorpio. When the conscious world goes quiet, the unseen begins to speak, and one of the loudest voices of your shadow is your dream. Sign number 3, your dreams are no longer ordinary. Between June 12th and June 16th, your nights may start to feel like entire lifetimes. You may wake up sweating, heart racing, confused, even shaken. You might see snakes slithering through dark forests, old lovers reappearing from nowhere, strange doors that won't open, people chasing you, or even yourself drowning, falling, or flying. These aren't random, they aren't meaningless, they are messages, whispers from your subconscious, or loud warnings from your spirit guides, your higher self, even ancestral energies trying to reach you. You see, Scorpio, your mind can lie to you, your emotions can be manipulated, but your dreams, they're pure, they're truth wrapped in symbols. And during this shadow portal, your dreams become a mirror, one you can't escape, one that shows you what your waking self refuses to face. If you've been dreaming of snakes, transformation, rebirth, fear of shedding old identities being chased, avoiding your truth or ignoring your power, drowning, overwhelmed emotions, feeling spiritually stuck, flying, your soul trying to rise, to escape, to break free, then the universe is working overtime to deliver the message. The dream world doesn't operate by logic. It speaks the language of the soul, symbolism, repetition, feeling. And here's the cosmic truth: what you confront in the dream realm empowers you in the real world. If you face the monster in your dream, you face your fears in life. If you embrace the unknown in the dream, you reclaim your power in the waking world. And if you ignore it, the message comes back stronger next time. But most people forget their dreams within minutes of waking. Don't be most people. Action tip: From June 12th to 16th, keep a dream journal beside your bed. The moment you wake up, write everything down, even if it feels strange, even if it doesn't make sense, especially if it doesn't make sense, because there's a key hidden in the chaos, a truth wrapped in imagery, and if you're brave enough to decode it, you'll unlock something in yourself that's been sleeping for far too long. Scorpio, your dreams are not entertainment, they are your instructions, and if you listen, you won't just wake up in the morning, you'll wake up to your destiny. What happens if you hear all of this and do nothing? What if you scroll past this message, brush it off, pretend none of it applies to you? You ignore the emotional triggers that are clearly repeating. You silence the call for solitude by drowning in distractions. You treat your vivid symbolic dreams as nothing more than weird night thoughts. Then let me tell you what happens, Scorpio. The patterns will return, but louder, more intense, more painful. The person you're meant to leave behind, they'll hurt you deeper next time. The lesson you're meant to learn, it'll come back in a harsher disguise. The healing you're postponing, it will eventually demand your attention through breakdowns, lost opportunities, or emotional burnout. Because the universe doesn't punish, it educates, and it repeats the lesson until you finally get it. But here's the painful truth. The more you resist, the more it hurts. You might think you're avoiding pain by ignoring the signs, but what you're really doing is trading temporary comfort for long-term suffering. Scorpio, this shadow portal between June 12th and June 16th isn't just a test. It's a gift, a rare invitation to grow, to evolve, to step into the version of yourself that's been waiting in the wings for far too long. But this gift comes with a timer. If you miss this moment, the door doesn't stay open forever. Energetically, karmically, spiritually, you could stay stuck in the same emotional cycles for years, not because you're not worthy of change, but because you didn't choose it when the moment arrived. Think of all the things you say you want: peace, power, purpose, healing, true love, abundance. They don't just appear, they're unlocked when you pass through the shadow. Don't let this pain become your permanent prison. Don't let this silence become your spiritual death sentence. You were never meant to stay buried in fear. You were born to rise from the ashes, not drown in them. Scorpio, this is your cosmic wake-up call. And while the universe is always patient, your future self is begging you, don't wait. Don't waste another year repeating the past. Make this the moment you finally rise. Scorpio, now that you've seen the signs, what should you do? How do you take this shadow energy and transform it into fuel for your rebirth? Here's what you must do between June 12th and June 16th if you want to rise from this karmic chapter, stronger, clearer, and more aligned with your soul. Journal your triggers. When something upsets you, instead of reacting, write it down. Ask, what pain is this really pointing to? Then thank it. Yes, thank it. Your pain is not your enemy, it's your messenger. Spend time alone in deep reflection. Turn off the noise, shut out the outside world. Ask yourself, what part of me needs healing? The answer will come, but only if you make space for it. Perform protective rituals. Burn sage to clear stagnant energy. Light a black candle to absorb emotional heaviness. Meditate under the moonlight to reconnect with your spirit. These aren't just symbolic, they're sacred actions that tell the universe, I'm ready. Listen to your dreams. Write them down. Decode them. Don't ignore the images, the feelings, the strange symbols. They are direct downloads from your higher self. Your intuition is on high alert right now. Trust it. But most of all, Scorpio. This is not about being perfect. You don't have to heal everything overnight. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be willing. Willing to see your shadow, willing to sit with it, and willing to love the parts of you that have been left behind. Because that's where your real power is, not in pretending to be strong, but in embracing your full self, shadow and all. This is the work. This is the moment. And if you choose to do it, you won't just survive this portal, you'll emerge transformed. And the version of you that walks out of this shadow will be unstoppable. Scorpio, this is not just another week. It's not just June 12th to June 16th on a calendar. This is a karmic doorway, and whether it opens or slams shut depends entirely on what you choose to do with this message. Right now, the universe is offering you a mirror, not to judge you, but to reveal your truth, to ask, are you ready to meet your shadow and rise above it? And the truth is, you wouldn't even be watching this if you weren't ready. You are not weak for having wounds. You are not broken because you feel deeply. You are powerful because you are willing to face what most people run from. So I ask you this now, from one soul to another. Will you turn away from the mirror or finally face it? Will you keep repeating old cycles, pretending everything's fine? Or will you take your pain, your patterns, your shadows and transform them into light, sparkles? Comment below right now, I'm ready to face my shadow, I claim my breakthrough. Say it, type it, own it, make it real. Subscribe to this channel for more divine guidance from the stars. Share this with another Scorpio who needs to hear this, because shadow work is hard, but it's always easier when we rise together. And remember, Scorpio, the shadows don't define you. What you choose to do with them does.